The vast expanse of Russia, stretching across Europe and Asia, has a long and complex history. Its earliest inhabitants, nomadic tribes, traversed the steppes millennia ago. Slavic peoples migrated into the region around the 6th century AD. They formed settlements and engaged in trade, laying the groundwork for a distinct Russian identity. The emergence of the Rus, Scandinavian traders and warriors in the 9th century, marked a pivotal moment. Legend has it that a Viking chieftain named Rurik was invited to rule in Novgorod. The Ruses expanded their influence, establishing trade routes and connections with the Byzantine Empire. In 988, Prince Vladimir of Kiev converted to Christianity. This aligned Russia culturally and religiously with the Byzantine world. Byzantine art, architecture, and legal codes influenced Russian society for centuries. The Mongol invasion in the 13th century brought devastation. The Mongol Golden Horde exerted considerable control over Russian lands. This period shaped Russia's political development and its relationship with the East. As Mongol power waned, the Grand Duchy of Moscow emerged. Muscovite princes consolidated control, breaking free from Mongol rule. Ivan III took the title of Tsar, marrying a Byzantine princess and declaring Moscow the Third Rome. Ivan IV the Terrible expanded Russia and unleashed a reign of terror. Peter the Great modernized Russia, building St. Petersburg and introducing Western ideas. Catherine the Great expanded Russia, annexing Crimea and partitioning Poland. The 19th century was a period of social and political ferment in Russia. The Napoleonic Wars, the Crimean War, and the Russo-Japanese War exposed the weaknesses of the Tsarist regime. Industrialization, while bringing about economic change, also created a new urban working class and exacerbated social tensions. The 1905 revolution, sparked by a massacre of peaceful demonstrators, forced Tsar Nicholas II to make concessions. He agreed to establish a parliament, the Duma, but the Tsar's reluctance to share power and the outbreak of World War I in 1914 fueled further unrest. The February Revolution of 1917 toppled the Tsarist autocracy. A provisional government was established, but it proved unable to address the pressing issues of war and social inequality. The Bolsheviks, a radical socialist party led by Vladimir Lenin, seized power in the October Revolution. The Bolsheviks promised peace, land, and bread. They signed a peace treaty with Germany, redistributed land to the peasants, and nationalized industries. A bloody civil war erupted between the Bolsheviks, Reds, and their opponents, Whites, which lasted until 1922. Section 4. Cold War Confrontation and the Soviet Collapse. After Lenin's death in 1924, Joseph Stalin emerged as the new leader of the Soviet Union. Stalin implemented a brutal system of collectivized agriculture and rapid industrialization. He ruthlessly eliminated his opponents, sending millions to labor camps during the Great Purge. During World War II, the Soviet Union played a pivotal role in defeating Nazi Germany. Soviet sacrifices were immense, with millions losing their lives on the Eastern Front. The war devastated the Soviet economy, but also enhanced its international prestige and influence. The post-war era witnessed the emergence of the Cold War, a period of geopolitical tension and rivalry between the Soviet Union and the United States. Both superpowers engaged in an arms race, competed for influence around the world, and supported opposing sides in proxy wars. Mikhail Gorbachev's rise to power in 1985 marked the beginning of a new era in Soviet history. Gorbachev's policies of perestroika, or restructuring, and glasnost, or openness, aimed to reform the stagnant Soviet system. However, his reforms unleashed forces that ultimately led to the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. Section 5. Modern Russia, a nation in flux. The collapse of the Soviet Union had a profound impact on Russia. The country experienced economic hardship, political instability, and a loss of superpower status. Boris Yeltsin, the first president of the newly independent Russian Federation, implemented shock therapy reforms, which led to widespread poverty and inequality. Vladimir Putin came to power in 1999, promising stability and a return to greatness. Under Putin's leadership, Russia has experienced economic recovery and a resurgence in national pride. However, his rule has also been marked by authoritarian tendencies, the suppression of dissent, and growing tensions with the West. Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014 and its involvement in the conflict in eastern Ukraine have led to international condemnation and sanctions. Russia has also sought to reassert its influence on the global stage, intervening in the Syrian civil war and engaging in cyber operations. Today, Russia is a nation in flux, grappling with its legacy, its place in the world, and its future direction. It remains a major player on the international scene, with a complex mix of strengths and challenges. Only time will tell what the next chapter holds for this vast and enigmatic land.